Yeah, there's a bunch in here.
Oh yeah. Hopefully they don't fly out that hole. Well, they're trying to. Oh my God. It is loaded in here, fellas. How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to another long-awaited Smackem vid. Today is April 15th. We still got freaking huge snow drifts up north here in North Dakota. Today was actually like 66 degrees. It felt amazing, but tomorrow is going to be about 28 degrees and snowing. Today's vid is going to be quite different. So you guys see this shed here, and this is an older shed. This used to be an old farmyard. Where I'm at in North Dakota, a bunch of settlers back in the early 1900s came here from Poland and Ireland. And they all got like a section of land, all these families. And so you get a lot of these abandoned farmyards out here where I'm at. And this shed is perfect for pigeons. Far from pigeons, you guys are probably wondering what the hell's been going on with Smackem. Dustin and Carter, they just got back from Texas and Arkansas. They were down south guiding waterfowl this season. And Dustin is actually on his way up to Alaska in a couple of days here. He's going to be working on a charter boat, doing a bunch of fishing and just doing some small things in this little town named Pelican, just south of Juneau. So he's going to be working out there for 4 months. Not sure when I'm going to see my boy Dustin next. I might have to take a trip out to Alaska again this year. And as far as Carter, I think Carter's going to stick around Fargo this off season, and he's going to be doing, I think he's starting a junk removal business. So, but you guys are definitely going to see Carter. You know, we're only about 2 hours away. So going back to this shed here, I have been very interested in raising pigeons myself, and you guys know how much I love pigeon hunting. But I actually grew up showing poultry, county fair, state fair level, all that fun stuff, turkeys, pigeons, ducks, chickens, anything with wings that you can show, I probably showed it. So I got some pretty decent knowledge on what I'm doing here, but my goal is to raise feral pigeons, keep the cool ones, like, you know, like the brown and white ones. I'm going to try to breed those guys and do some banding projects, all that fun stuff. But the bigger shed here is for holding feral pigeons that I'm going to be giving to some dog trainers in the area that can use them. So I thought it'd be a fun little project for me to do this spring and summer. I'm going to show you guys the inside. You guys might remember where I'm at. If you guys watched our pigeon jumping vids, this is like the OG spot. This is our first ever grain bin jump, was on that grain bin right there. And I don't know if I got a video of it, because I think Dustin and Jack Erpelding and Jacob Sweary just came here on a whim to see what was in here. We're gonna check the grain bin here and see if there's any pigeon. Oh, there's some pigeon there. But this grain bin has been notorious for red-tailed hawks. There's a couple more in there. As far as this shed, I have no idea what the hell it was used for. From the outside, I mean, from this side, I'm facing, this is the north side. It doesn't look that bad. You still got your red paint. But on the south side where the sun hits, it definitely looks a little more crusty. I'm gonna keep this tree here. Once it starts blooming, leaves will start growing, and it's gonna block some of the sun that's gonna hit this shed. So here's the door. I'm gonna leave the old door here, I think. And from the inside, I'm gonna put another door with a lock on it. But she opens up here, and you got a freaking couch. Not sure what was going on here, but we got a couch. I'm gonna be taking that couch out. But yeah, this is what it looks like. You got a couple holes in the roof. Those will be easy patches. And then some smaller holes on the floor. There's a little one there. And then there's one over here as well. So I'm gonna get the holes covered. Hole there. And these windows, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with these screens. I might just leave these screens here just to get some airflow going in and out of this place. And we got windows that I can crank open, you know, so that's pretty electric. But aside from the couch, I'm gonna keep the bigger, longer pieces of wood because I can refurbish those, use those to make perches and whatever else. Just more spots for the pigeons to hang out. I would like to put some nesting boxes around here for the cool ones, which I'm still trying to figure out. I do have permission to use that grain bin as well, which is completely empty. And if I wanted to use that one for my cooler pigeon area, I totally could. But the pigeons have been using this in years past. We've seen them in here, Dustin and I and Carter. As you can tell, all this pigeon shit here, there's already some pigeon nests in this screen here. There's no power. There is a power outlet there, but obviously the power is not going to work. I don't know the last time someone lived here. That's the plan with this shed here. I'm going to totally have a blast doing it. And I'm not going to start today. It's getting a little too dark, too late. These pigeons are cupping up. They want back in their bin there. Now that you guys know what I'm going to be doing with this thing, I'm going to come back here in a couple days, probably this weekend, start working on it, get all this pigeon shit out of here, all this wood, cover up holes. And bedding wise, I'm just going to get a bunch of bedding from Tractor Supply, cheap bedding, just to make it easier for scooping out pigeon shit when I need to. Food and water, I've already got all that planned out. So it's just me waiting on nicer weather and for me to be able to get into grain bins to catch pigeons without walking through a foot of mud. So we'll see you guys in a couple days. Well, it's been a couple days since you guys had seen me last. And right now I am at a shop that I helped the farmer burn down. There's an old farmyard here a couple years ago. And he told me that this shed here, this white pole barn here, is full of wood on the wall that I can take as much as I want, anything I want. So I don't know what's in here. I would like some solid pieces of plywood and just some good 2x4 pieces of wood. So we're gonna go in there, see what I can't demo out of here, and hopefully load my truck up with some good solid pieces of wood. Praying this door's unlocked here. Sweet. There's some pigeons in here. Whoa. Lights. I don't know if there's any lights in here. This is gonna be interesting. I don't want to open the garage because I don't want to break something, but I do see some solid pieces of plywood on the wall all the way around this whole shop. So it appears this is the only source of light I have in here. There's no light bulbs, and just this door would be my other part of light here. So I'm gonna see if I can't turn this Sunbelt rental on. She's probably pretty cold, fellas. It's like 18 degrees today. It was just 65, like I said. And I'm sick of winter, dude. I can't get the Sunbelt to turn on, but I did find me a nice stack of wood here. And I think I'm gonna be taking all of these solid 2x4 pieces here. There's probably a good 15 of these pieces here, and they're probably about 8 feet long. And I'm gonna try to work on getting one of these pieces of plywood off the wall and probably call it good for now. I think I'm gonna grab these cabinets here because they would make great for pigeon nesting and just good spot for pigeon to hang out, you know. So there's just two 2x4s. You're screwed in with about 12 screws maybe, so this will be an easy one to get out. I'm an idiot. There's 2 pieces of plywood right here that I can take. Just got a bunch of wood in the way. I'm gonna see if I can't wiggle one out. Ideally I'd take both of them, and I would take this longer skinny piece. A lot of this wood is still frozen together, so it's making it for a fun time trying to get it out of here. Solid piece of wood there, folks. Let's go. Yeah. Yeah. There we go. I'm also figuring that I don't want the doors on these because they just don't serve any purpose. We are back at the loft here, and I got a good amount of work still ahead of me before I can start doing any renovating in here. From previously, like I said, I got to take all this junk wood out. There might be some pieces in there I can save, but I highly doubt it. It all looks pretty chipped up and broken. This couch is gonna be fun to get out of here by myself because I have no idea what kind of diseases are in that thing, and just clean it up, man. So I'm gonna start tackling that. I'm gonna have a little camera up on time-lapse mode, and we're gonna see how long this takes me, but yeah, I think it's gonna take me a while, so let's just get after it, fellas. I just finished scraping out all the edges of, I'd say, probably the first half of this building, and that's a big pile of pigeon shit right there. And if you guys don't know, feral pigeons, to be exact, they carry a bunch of different diseases, and most of them are in their droppings. Like some examples of some really deadly pigeon spread diseases would be cryptococcus, which is a serious fungal infection that is found in the droppings. As well as salmonella, histoplasmosis, which is a respiratory disease, and it's caused by fungus growing in old dried pigeon shit. So smarter Colin would have worn a mask or two in here, but I didn't. Also, there's a bunch of steel cables in here, and this one, to be exact, I think would be perfect for a little perch spot. If I can get it as tight as I possibly can here, nail it on this wall, and you got a nice little perch spot for pigeons. There's a couple of these in here, so I'm gonna see what I can't do. I also don't want to walk into this and clothesline myself, you know, so I'd want it to be as high as I can possibly get it. But I'm gonna get rid of all this pigeon shit. I don't know how, but it's gonna be a fun task. And then I got a burn barrel there for all the wood in the second part of this shed here. That's what I'm gonna work on next after I take care of all this shit. Updating you guys here, it is currently snowing. I hate winter. Burning the rest of the wood pile there. I got the middle bay done, and then I just got this third and final bay left. This door I'm gonna take off because I can reuse these hinges on this door for my interior door over there. I have two skylights for the two holes in the roof, which is gonna look pretty cool. It'll keep sunlight in here as well. And I think what I'm gonna do with these shelves is put them up here on this higher part. I just gotta take off these random pieces of wood here so it's flush, and maybe take off this longer piece of wood here and just get a more level piece up there for these shelving units. This is gonna be definitely a longer video. I'm not gonna end this video until I have successfully put some pigeons in here. Which that probably won't be for probably another couple weeks. So if this video is an hour long, I'm sorry, but I hope you guys have been enjoying it thus far. She's a little stripped, but you do what you can, bud. Here's what the shelves look like from the bottom. I like them. And then I got this little shelf here that I'll figure out where to put eventually. 2 more shelves just like that so I could put them right in the middle. That would be money. So that piece of plywood that I grabbed from the shop earlier today actually fits this doorway almost perfectly. There's about a 1/2 inch overlay on this side, but I'm not gonna even deal with that. I just gotta put a piece of wood up here, and I'm gonna plan on buying like a net so I can put the net over the doorway here, so in case any pigeons try getting out when I'm opening and closing the door here. I did get another hinge off of that old door, put it on the middle side, and I'm gonna have to buy a smaller hinge from Tractor Supply. And I put a door stop for when I'm on the inside. So I need to figure out the lock system for the outside. She's turning out pretty decent. Out of the 2 shelves, I cleaned the main compartment. The middle one's cleaned up. I still got to do the back part. I'll be back here tomorrow. Today is April 17th, and I'm hoping to be done with this by Sunday. It is the next day here, and damn, I've already got the handle on. Just went to Tractor Supply and got a door handle. Me and Vadav are gonna figure out this door system and how to lock it onto this, because I really have no idea what to do here. But yeah. How you like the shack, bud?
It's pretty nice. You did good.
Trying to put the skylights on today. I haven't showed you guys those yet. Someone's calling me. Carter Collins. Vadav just marked out a line here to keep it flush. And then we'll have a better lock system for this door. And he's also sweeping this shit out. You should have seen the pile of pigeon shit yesterday I had out here. It was like this tall, dude, by I don't know, 3 feet long. It was disgusting. We're just gonna sawzall this. We're gonna be lazy. And then we're gonna put this net on the back side. This will cover it. So when like I said yesterday, if we're coming in and out of here, we'll have a net system right here at the door so no pigeons fly out. Bart will do. And then we're gonna add the net on top here. Is that like as far as you can open it before
yeah, before it's catching. That should work.
That should work. We're gonna bust the skylights out and see if we can't figure that out today. But she's coming along pretty good, huh, bud?
Yeah, it's gonna be fun catching them.
Oh yeah. We were just scouting some spots. One bin had like 100 in it, and the other spot, someone else was just shooting pigeons out of it. So that spot is scrapped. These are the skylights. They need a little bit of love. These wood frames just go into the skylight here, and then we're gonna have to figure out how to get them into the roof. I'm on the roof. It's very steep up here. And the best way we decided to do this is be climbing on the inside because there's so much trees back there. Watch your face. We got it in, just had to use nails. My screws weren't long enough, so I'm gonna have to probably put, I don't know how many nails in this thing. Enough to keep it sturdy. Me and Vadav just tag teamed the first base of the skylight. I'm gonna go up there, we're gonna put that thing on, and then we're gonna leave the ladder here, but there's a tree out here. I'm just gonna freaking climb down right there, so. Might not be a good idea, but I don't really care. Anything for pigeons, man. All right, angle. I got it. Ugh.
That'll work.
Dude, that's sick. First skylight is up, baby. Let's go. There's the tree I gotta climb. This is gonna be fun. Ugh.
bad.
No? Let's go. Me and Vadova just finished the skylights. We're gonna have to come back up here one of these days and just spray foam around the edge here. And there's just some other cracks, just so no rain gets in there and all that fun stuff. So, but we're getting down to the wire. It's just honestly adding more stuff inside, fixing the floor, and yeah, food, water, and bedding, and then we're off to catching pigeons. Just got the hook up on some corn. Buddy said take what's left in the auger, otherwise just start the auger up and grab what you need. So we got 2 buckets that we're gonna get for corn, and I think we're gonna catch pigeons tonight. We just need water. Me and AJ got some other small things to do, put some chicken wire on some holes and other small things, but yeah, I think tonight we're gonna be catching pigeons. That should be plenty, huh? Yeah. Yeah, we could. Beautiful. 1 bucket full of corn. I think we're gonna get, I don't know what's in that one. AJ said maybe soybeans. I don't know. If it's wheat, that'd be good too.
Get it.
All right, we just got grain and food. We're at the first bin spot here. So the spot here has got 3 bins. There's 1 grain bin and 2 silos. Me and Vadova don't really know how this is gonna go. This is our first time doing it, but from what I've heard, you just put your headlamp on flicker mode and you can walk right up to them. All right, let's open it, buddy. There's one right here. Just get in the net, guys. It's okay. First pigeon secured, man. This is the first one of the loft here.
Got him.
I wonder if I could just pick you up. There's a lot of dead ones in here. Dude, this bin usually is loaded. So it looks like we just got 3 in this bin, which is pretty disappointing because this bin, as y'all can tell with all the pigeon poop and dead pigeons around here, this one is usually pretty loaded. But there's 2 other silos that they might be in. There actually might be one hiding behind these. There's not. We're gonna check this last bin here. If there's nothing in here, we're gonna have to go to another spot because 3 is not gonna cut it for this vid, fellas. I'm sorry. What the hell? Empty. Nothing. So we got 3 here. It sucks at that silo over there. They're all hanging out on the top perch there, but we're gonna go to a more juice spot that I know should have some good pidge. So, what do you think though, Vadova? Pretty fun?
Yeah, it's fun.
It's pretty fun.
Better than sitting at home.
We did miss one. One flew out the door, so we could have 4, but.
Yeah, there's a bunch in here.
Oh yeah. Hopefully they don't fly out that hole. Well, they're trying to. Oh my God. It is loaded in here. I got one. Got one. Oh my gosh, AJ. I can grab him. Just keep netting. Jeez, bud.
This ladder is loaded.
Oh my God. That ladder is stuffed. I just grab these. You got two.
Right at you.
Winger. Might be banded. Oh, what a crab. No band. First cool one, white winger. Another white winger. What's up, buddy?
Order up.
Oh my gosh. All right, folks, I don't know how well you can see it, but we probably got about 80 pigeons in here right now, I'd say, which is great haul for, I'd say, the first good bin. So we're gonna run these back to the pigeon shack. I know Vanova had fun. He was catching like 5 in the net at one time. And then I climbed this ladder here because there's probably 25 hanging up there, and as I was climbing up it, I was just getting shit on. So, but yeah, I got some cool ones that I definitely want to keep. Some browner ones. I know AJ caught a brown one, like brown and gray phase, and a couple of white wingers too. All right, we totally lied. We're gonna check some more bins because we got some more room in the other cage here. So just this one bin here, it can hold a lot. We've seen times where there's been 100, 150, and there's been times where there's been, you know, only 20. So it's part of the game, it's part of the gamble, but we're just gonna have to see and find out. There's some in there. All right. Just watch that door. Watch the door. Yeah. You caught one.
Yeah, I know.
There's probably 25 in here, huh? There's a really cool white one. Is it banded? Oh, there's one on the door. Here, I'm gonna grab this one at the door quick.
Oh, they're good.
Stay in there. Got a pretty cool one here. Got a little like white chest, white winger. Like I said, I'm gonna try to keep the cool ones, try to breed them. Got about 25 in here, I'd say, 25, 30. There's one more out the door that got out. Not a bad haul for this little bin. We are back at the shack here, the pigeon loft, doing some final fixer upping before we put the pigeons in here. There was a mesh door, a mesh window here. There's a little gap on AJ's shoulder side that the pigeons could squeeze through, so we're just covering that up. And then there's a little crack up there that we put some spray foam on, and then we gotta check what's going on over there. We got those 3 baby pigeons in here from earlier, and they're already pooping, so just to show you guys how much they poop, we put these pigeons in here like 4 hours ago, and it's already shit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 14 times. We're gonna have to do a lot of cleaning up in here, but it'll be fine. It won't be too bad. We're gonna come back in the morning. We're gonna make a food trough somewhere on this wall here, so for the meantime we're just putting some wheat sprinkled out. But yeah, we also picked up these from Vadova's grandparents. We're gonna hang these up on the wall somewhere. It's like old milk crates here, spots for pigeons to hang out. You just put it on the wall like yay. 16, 17, 18, 56. Here's that cool brown one. It's like kind of like a brown gray phase. Probably the coolest one that we got tonight. That was 58, 59, 60. Oh, that was 62, 63, 64, 87, 88, 89, and 90 birds. 90 birds in about 2 bins, man.
Hey, we got some more next door.
We got 12 in the other bin, so we're pretty much at 100. Buddy's tweaking.
I need my net.
Just the one bird in here, so let's just some back here. No. 91 birds on the night. This is our last one. So we're gonna put this guy in here in the pigeon loft, and then I'll come back here in the morning and show you guys what it looks like. But I had a pretty fun night catching pigeons. And what about you, Vadava? Is that pretty electric?
Pretty eventful.
But these are just normal looking pigeons. They're actually called rock doves. And they are feral birds. Let them go. It is the next morning, and I am cooking up a little water tray, a temporary water tray for the birds in the shack. And what I came up with is I'm using my old cooler, and I got this tray here on the ground. And what I'm gonna do is just put the cooler in the tray. I drilled 6 holes in the bottom, and the water's gonna seep out, but it's not gonna overfill. I don't know if you guys know that science. Here's my water contraption. Here's the cooler. I got those 3 holes on each side drilled, and the water will fill up to this line in the tray. I'm not sure how long this is gonna last me, but we'll find out. I'm gonna head over to the pigeon shack, check on the birds, and see how it's going. Looks like everyone made it all right overnight. No casualties, no escapees. We should have about 91 birds in here from what we caught last night. And I'm hoping some of these reproduce. I got a buddy coming this weekend to pick some up for dog training, so I don't think we're gonna have too many birds in here for so long. I still do want to keep the cool ones and see if they do reproduce. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys are gonna enjoy this series that I'm gonna be making this summer. Catching pigeons and trying to breed some of these cool ones. I'm really hoping that these feral pigeons will breed and produce some good looking birds. So I'm not too sure. You guys are just gonna have to follow along. But there are some other small things that we're gonna have to do in this pigeon loft to fix it up. Adding some locks to the door, adding some more perch spots, and figuring out the food and water system is probably the most important thing right now. But yeah, like I said, I got a buddy coming this weekend, and he's gonna pick up most of these birds for dog training, besides the cool ones. And the cool ones to me would be any of the white wingers, any of the ones that are not, you know, just a normal rock dove. The ones that have white wing tips, white bodies, any white on them, white chest, white belly, all those cool ones. See if those genetics can't be spread a little more around here. So, but if you guys have not subscribed to the channel, make sure you subscribe. We're still gonna be doing a bunch of grain bin jumping. I think that's the plan for today. Although I don't want to shoot all these pigeons, especially the cool ones, but I still do enjoy hunting pigeons and doing grain bin jumps. So you guys are going to see plenty of that this summer as well. But like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys have not subscribed, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Leave a comment if you have any knowledge on pigeons, pigeon lofts, anything of that, etc. let me know. We'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.